Hi, and welcome to another segment of Downtown Update. I'm your host, Kent Ayers, and we're here with Paul Bradley, MMA fighter extraordinaire. Paul, tell us a little bit about your career. How'd you get into MMA?
Wrestling in college, was All-American twice. Easy way to transition in the sport. Was coaching, kind of got sick of it and wanted to keep competing, so got into fighting, had pretty good success, fought in the UFC twice, Strikeforce twice, but yeah, I finally moved out to San Diego and got some good training, so.
Right on. Now, how long have you been fighting mixed martial arts?
Since 2006, I got into it, so pretty much, been in it for about 6.5 years, so.
Right on. Now, how do you like it different than wrestling? Because I know wrestling, you don't really get to punch or kick or anything like that. And how have you brought that into mixed martial arts?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun being able to punch a guy, kick a guy, but there's no sport in the world that's hard or tougher than wrestling. So thankfully I come from that background, and wrestling at Iowa, University of Iowa, go Hawkeyes.
Hey, that's a great program.
It built me to who I am today. So
awesome. Now, how have you seen this sport grow since it has grown so rapidly since you started in 2006?
Back then we had like 1 or 2 Ultimate Fighters at that time. Now we're up to like 20 or something. So the sport's just taking off. Everyone's getting into it. So honestly, you got little prodigies, 12, 13 years old. Instead of having crazy wrestling dads, you got crazy MMA dads. So the competition's only getting tougher, and the fighters are only getting better, as you can see from like the Roy McDonalds and the Michael McDonalds, all those tough kids. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, did you catch the Bellator fights tonight?
I did. I was here cheering on my teammate Michael Chandler retain that belt. Pumped up, couldn't win any better. Had a great camp. So, Alliance MMA, that's where it's at in San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. And it got on national TV, Bellator's first national appearance. So it just goes to show that it's not only one single group now, UFC. Bellator's kind of sneaking in.
Yeah, we definitely, UFC is great, but we got to have some other organizations out there that can compete. We just saw Strikeforce. That's going to be tough on the fighters. Other than UFC and Bellator, we don't have much else, unless you want to go overseas. So, no, it's good. It's good to have competing competitors that way, so, fighters can go elsewhere, because not everyone can fight in the UFC. So.
Right on. Well, do you have anything you want to plug or anything like that?
Just follow me at Paul Bradley 184 on Twitter, and I have a new fan page, Paul Bradley 170. So I finally made it after 6.5 years. So yeah, follow that.
Better late than never, right?
Exactly. I got too many friends on Facebook, so I had to get a fan page.
Had to do it. Well, Paul, we thank you for your time.
Thank you, Drew.
Hey, no problem. And all of you, stay tuned for the next update.